Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice, thank you, to help you with union with self and union with your person. And I also offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. Okay, let's go. All right. So this could very well be your person coming in here. We're going to come in with the now. All right, guys. So let's get into it, eh? So you're coming in with the Magician card. All right. The Magician card is Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury also rules your 3rd house. But in this particular case, it rules your 6th house. Okay, Mercury. Now, coming in this way, what you're talking about here in your reading, there's a choice, is what I'm getting. In terms of the choice, or see, that choice could very well come down to your time and your attention here, and how much you're going to put into it. Because coming in with the Magician, I always see it as self-mastery here, guys. And self-mastery in itself can be seen as a cycle. Because there's a lot to learn. It does come in with success here, guys, and achievements. All right. But how your cards are coming in, you're coming in with, well, of course, the 6th house is about mental health and well-being and work, and like I said, how much time and attention are you going to put into this? This is coming in as some kind of creative endeavor. All right, guys, but it's not just about the creative endeavor here. It's also about yourself. It's also about your person here. By doing certain things, it is going to create better lifestyle choices, let's put it that way. Yeah. And there's an element of balance here, guys. Yeah. All right. Balance within yourself here, because of what you're going to create. This is something new. This is something you may want to, I think that's the right way of saying it, yeah, master. That's what it's coming in as. So that's why it's something new, and that's why I'm coming in with time and attention here, guys. It is about you in terms of your health and your well-being, because you also have, oh no, Mars is just moving into Libra. However, it's only just going into Libra, so there are still remnants of Mars in your sign, in Virgo here. And it is a want to change, but that change comes in as, I want to invest in something different now. That's what I'm getting. See, like if you were a baker, okay, if you were a baker and you're damn good at it, this is why you're coming in with the Magician card. All right. Now you are wanting to, was thinking about it this morning. Now you were wanting to build something here, something that you know that you can, but you don't have the know-how. So you know you need to know how to build it here. Yeah, like an instrument here, or a garden here. Something that requires your full attention, like I was saying before here, because the knowledge and the understanding that one needs to gain here in order for it to, you know, to turn into that desired result, or to turn into something here. It's not about worth your time. That's not what this is about. It's not about worth here. Oh, is it worth my time? Is it worth me investing? You already want to invest into something. That's what it's saying, because it's all about you here. And this is, like I said, when you're coming in with all about you, this is about your mental health and well-being. And hence why you're coming in with wanting to build something, because it's like, oh, well, this is going to, well, in a way, bring me happiness here, guys. Or a newfound happiness here, a new beginning here, guys. I don't know if it's gun-ho here, guys. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then you really need to study. So you know what you're doing here. It's like finding information, researching here. Yeah. To start something new. It's totally different from baking, or it's a side, you know, it does connect to baking, but it's something different here in your reading. Okay, so it's like if you're a pastry chef, now you want to do, let's say, pasta, or, you know, you want to learn to cook Japanese or something like that. It comes in that way. So it's either here, guys. Okay? Yeah, like I said, you're a baker, you're really good at it. Now you may want to do fashion or something along those lines here. This is both you and your person when you're coming in with this card here, mastery. And it can talk about a social media platform as well. Here, really depends on the content that you post. It's not about everyday pictures of yourself here. Yeah. Following. Okay, so now you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune here, guys. This is the start point here, because it's, you know, when you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, I do see it as a start point. It's not the 0 point here, guys, okay? It's like a start point. It's like a rebirth here. Rebirth, reigniting might be the better way of saying it, of, you know, wanting to come out of bad habits and patterns, and these, and you know, when you're coming in this way, and these bad habits and patterns could be, yeah, again, once again, about self, because you may be seeing yourself a certain way. It can come in as lack of confidence here. Yeah, that I can. Yeah. Self-esteem. You can also talk about motivation, how to self-motivate here, how I can do it for me. Because only you can really come out of the Wheel of Fortune. Only you can really turn the Wheel of Fortune here, guys. Yeah. Yeah. It is about confidence here. It is about building your confidence here. All right, guys. And like I said, it comes in as I can do it. That's what it's talking about with the Wheel of Fortune here. And the freedom to do it here. See, with the Wheel of Fortune, what it can actually talk about here in your reading is being used to here, well, in a way, being accepted by others, relying on other people to back you. And it's comfortable. That's what I'm getting. It's comfortable at this time. but it may have become too comfortable here in terms of the baking. All right, really depends on what you're doing with yourself at this point in time and what you want to be doing. You know, you're coming in with new ideas here, but it's also coming in with being kind to yourself, being mindful here, guys. Yeah, letting go of, well, I do see it as yeah, I'm not good enough. I always make the wrong decisions here, because if you are thinking that way, then there's that reliance, I think that's the right word, on other people. All right, okay, coming in this way, the Wheel of Fortune. And when you're coming in with self-mastery, then, and the Wheel of Fortune, then you really need to turn it in your favor here. Because when you do come in with the Magician card, sometimes you just want, okay, and you just put it out into the universe here. But and I'm not saying anything about that here, guys, but sometimes you have to get practical. You have to actually take certain steps here, if that is what you're wanting. Because practical steps may actually help you to turn that Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and then the divine will come in, the universe will come in here, guys, yeah, and help you and support you. Challenges, there's challenges when you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, but they're good challenges, because those challenges are challenges that you need to face. Those are obstacles you need to face here, which is all part of the Wheel of Fortune in a sense here, guys. All right, I think you get it. I do think you get it here. Yeah, it's coming in as when you go to do things now, you already know the outcome, and so it may not satisfy you as much as it did in the beginning. Okay, finding all the stuff out here, but really challenging yourself in a sense too, and it can be quite how would you say it? Yeah, of course it's uplifting, but first you have to take the step. First you have to do it. It's like this. So when it comes to building something here, guys, you may need a space, all right, to do the work. And so how are you going to get that space? You may, you know, you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have the money to get it, but how else, you know? Okay, don't let that stop you. Okay, I don't have the money to actually have my own space, but all right, so I need to find another way in which I can get that space. And what it can talk about there in your reading is actually asking if there is a space available here in other people's spaces in terms of shops and stuff like that. Then guys, you actually have to go and ask for it. You know, that in itself, see, look, there's already challenges there, because you already need to come out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I've got to go and ask. I've got to go and ask if there's a space here. It's like that. Yeah, of course, because when it comes to your person, and this may be both you and your person, the confidence, you may lack confidence. Your person may lack confidence to come towards you. So in order to gain that confidence here, there may be a different way in which you need to gain the confidence. All right, guys? And you see a whole row of shops, right, guys? There's a whole street of shops, and you go into every single one. And by the end of the day, you may not find one, okay? You know, let's be real, but you did it anyway. Yeah, you may feel like, oh my gosh, that was a waste of time, but there are other streets that one must try. That's what it talks about. You know, this is what you're talking about when you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune to turn it in your favor, those practical steps. Yeah, I suppose it could come in as logical as well here, guys. Yeah. That's what I'm getting with those two cards. Now that could very well be for both you and your person. Here, to have the guts to go towards your person, to talk with your person, to communicate here. Okay, guys. All right, let's keep going here, and let's see what else the cards have for you. Because, you know, with both the Magician card and the Wheel of Fortune, what it can talk about there, guys, is how do I make it happen? How do I do this here? Okay? All right. All right, let's keep going. So now we're going to come in with obstacles and challenges. All right. Okay, so we're going to come in with the Star card. All right. Okay. So like I said, the Star card. The Star card is Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules your 11th house. Here, guys, of innovation, change. It can also talk about wish fulfillment. Here, it does have an element of interacting with people, socializing here. You also have the Two of Swords, and you are coming in with Judgment. Once again, you are coming in with Virgo, and I've already spoken about Virgo. All right, guys, and the relevance of that. So let's have a look at this, guys. It can't be just a wish. Here, it's like you're not listening. Your person's not listening to their internal compass here. Because when you come in with the Judgment card and you come in with that wake-up call, it's a feeling here, guys. It's an emotion. And you could be thinking, what's that? What, you know, it's like you've done so well in the day. You've done really good work in the day. And then all of a sudden you just don't feel like it's good enough. And then you would be asking yourself, so why do I feel that way? And hence why you come in with the Judgment card, the wake-up call here. Because what it can talk about there in terms of the wake-up call is you could be doing something different, but you're doing the same thing here. It's like, okay, let's go back to the baker here. You know, you could be making strawberry pineapple cupcakes here, but you may change the recipe here. But it doesn't, it's like it doesn't change. Yeah, it's a beautiful, that, you know, adding that recipe is beautiful, it's good, that extra ingredients, it's working, but how does it make you feel by adding that extra ingredient here? That's what it's saying. That's what it's talking about here. And you'll be like, okay, so I did that. I added a new ingredient, I created a whole new recipe, and it just doesn't, I'm just not vibing with it in a sense here, guys. Okay. And so that's what it's saying, okay, here, guys, yeah. Try something totally different in a sense here. Try to build something here. It's a passion. There's something that you are also passionate about here, and you're not doing that here. I'm not saying, I don't think the baking, you being a baker, needs to change. I do seem to think here, guys, that it will, you know, hold on to that, because that brings you happiness here as well. But what it talks about here in your reading, happiness and joy here, what it's talking about here in your reading, there is something else that you, with what you have learned here, okay, from the Magician card, from the Wheel of Fortune, there is something else that you could pretty much master as well here. Now, coming in with the Star card here in your reading, well, I do see the Star card as self here, guys, because it's, once again, it's how much time and attention you're going to put into yourself here and create positive changes within you. And those positive changes is how to change negative into positive, negative emotions here, guys, thinking, patterns of thinking and actions here. And I spoke about that with the Wheel of Fortune. All right. And so with the wish card, sometimes you can kind of wish for it, wish to change, wish changes will come in here. But like I said, you've got to take those practical steps in a sense here. So reach out for an image reading. All right, guys, if you want to know the difference between an image reading and a tarot reading, details are in the description box below. Here, see, by looking at working on the image reading with me, we'll be able to identify some of the negatives that need to be turned into positives. And especially when you're thinking a certain way about yourself, that is not good for your mental health and well-being here. That's something else that's coming through here in your reading, because there's a focus to stick to what you've got, what you're good at, coming in with the Two of Swords. But even though you stick to it here, you still come in with the wake-up call, judgment, here in your reading, that things haven't changed here. It's still the same. I still feel the same here in your reading. So where is happiness? Where is joy here in your reading? So be kind to yourself here, guys. This is something I want to say. And try something different. It can be seen as an obstacle and a challenge to actually step outside of that comfort zone, because you do have an element of a comfort zone here, guys. That's what I'm also picking up. Here. You're coming in with the Star card, like I said, it's a want to. It's a want for here. But wanting it and making it real here, guys, wanting it to be real and making it, real, those practical steps here is what's going to help you. Because you still need that desire. You still need that passion here, guys. And a wish can be seen it like that. A wish can be that motivating factor that keeps pushing you forward. That keeps that momentum going here. All right. Of course, this is both you and your person. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Now, let's move into the potential outcome. Whew, thank you. Nine of Wands. The Death card. Last one. Oh. All right, guys. Okay. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, you're coming in with the Death card. The Death card is Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto here, and Pluto rules your 8th house of transformations. Here, guys, death and rebirth here. Okay, now you're coming in with the Devil card. The Devil card is Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules your 10th house here. Of what you've been, how you'll recognize, you're coming in with your work ethic, your career, how you're being seen. Here it does talk about relationships as well, the way in which you build relationships. That also can come in as patterns and habits here. All right, and the Death card can talk about inheritance as well. I just want to pull that in there, the 8th house. Okay. See, it really talks about here with the Nine of Wands and the Death card here. It's about the Wheel of Fortune here. It's about the Judgment card here in your reading. See, that Nine of Wands could actually come in as the Star card here when I spoke about oneself, and when I spoke about that desire and that want here, you know, to keep moving forward. You need that when you come in with the Nine of Wands, because it does come in as courage here, but there's still that element of fire, that reignition, that reigniting here, yeah, to go towards what you truly want and desire here in your reading. Because what it talks about here, when you're coming in with the Death card and the Devil here, you know, literally it's saying, because you truly want this. This is what you truly want. This is both you and your person here in your reading. Yeah, of course, it talks about coming towards each other, and I spoke about that here. It comes in as don't give up. Give up. I think it's more around reconnect, reignite with the Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it didn't go the way in which both you and your person hoped in the past. And I spoke about that with the Magician card and the Wheel of Fortune. And something new needs to happen here, guys. Something completely different here. Completely. A whole new plan is what I'm getting. A whole new plan. If you want your person, if they want you here. And so when you're coming in with the Death and Transformations card here, guys, what it talks about there in your reading is the plan. Is the baking here. That's not how you, that was the plan. All right, guys. The pineapple strawberry cupcake, that was the plan here. And with the Death and Transformation, it's not so much you're not going to be a baker anymore. You're always going to be a baker. All right, guys, but just put that to the side for a moment here and try something else. That's what it's talking about here. Yeah. And you got to work at it. You got to work your ass off at it here, guys. There's discipline involved here when it comes to executing this plan here. See, what I get with the Devil card, the Death card and the Devil card here, because Saturn is actually retrograding at this time through Aries. And what I'm picking up there is don't hold back. Don't hold back from doing the things that you feel you need to do here. When you get that intuitive nudge here, guys, to do it, you know, you know when you feel it, you hear it, it's saying just do it, then just do it in a sense here. Try it. It's like that. Don't put it off. Override the program. The Devil card. Override that fear. That's what I'm getting here, guys. All right. Let's see what the advice is, eh? Okay, let's go. Let's do this. The Chariot. Okay. See, what I'm picking up here in your reading is It's easy enough to say get over the past here, what happened in the past, how you treated your person here, how they treated you here. But you've got to actually remove the layers. So if you felt embarrassed or shamed by your person, then ask yourself, what is that really about here? It's those, because it's coming in as there are some really core issues here that restrict you. So you're coming in with, don't block your heart. Don't block your heart space off here. And even when you're coming in with sadness here, guys, misery here, it's always when you feel like here in your reading, not being the choice here, then really ask yourself, so why does it make me react a certain way? Why does it make me think a certain way about me? And remove those layers. That's what I'm getting here. And you know, it's coming in with the Chariot card, because there is a want. You do have a want. Your person does have a want and a desire to come towards you. Hence why you come in with the Star card here in your reading. But of course, it is an obstacle and a challenge. But really ask yourself, you know, get the journal out. Get your pen out here, guys. Yeah. And really start writing here. You know, start jotting down your ideas. All right, what it is. And remove those barriers. You see here, you've got to actually do it yourself when you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. Nobody else can do it for you, to be quite honest. But reach out, guys, because I could actually help you here. All right? All the details are in the description box below this reading. Because this is coming in as, so what is the action? Like I said, what's the action? They see the Chariot card as the actions, as an action card, but what I feel, it's like free will, the free will to take the action here. But what creates that free will within oneself here? How do you get that? How do you get yourself to take that action? All right, to take the correct action here. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your video, and I'll catch you later. Bye.